So it's fine. I mean, I have the last song that I think we did together as a duo, and I sing it all the time, and it is just feels like he's just right there.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
We love it when Rita Ora stops by. She's a good friend of the show. She's got a list of things going on that's so long she can't keep up with it. Ask her when she comes in. Ask her what she's doing.
Okay.
Well, I'll ask her. We'll ask her. Okay. What are you doing? She won't have an answer. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
now.
hey.
There she is, Rita.
I love being
There
here.
you go.
You are the best person in the whole of New York.
I know. It's about time someone knew that.
I miss you. I do. I mean it.
You smell wonderful.
You smell
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. I feel like I'm literally here promoting something every other day.
Well, because you have a list of 1,000 things to promote. So,
But I just want to say thank you for having me back all the time. When I come to New York, it just doesn't make sense if I don't see you and everybody. So thank you.
ever I catch you in New York City and you don't come
No.
to see us, it's over.
Actually,
Immediate beef.
I know, right? But it's the only sort of thing I really genuinely look forward to. It doesn't feel like work, so
Well,
it's
hold
awesome.
on. What about tonight? You're doing the big Wimbledon
Oh, yes.
on the Hill in
I know.
Brooklyn.
The Wimbledon on the Hill sounds like a really exciting movie, doesn't it? Like a horror movie
It
of some
does.
sort.
Yes, it does.
Haunting at Wimbledon.
There will be a murder tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a complimentary performance. Sorry.
Wait, hold on. What does that mean? You're not getting paid? Wait, no. My girl doesn't work for free.
Well, but free is cheap and tawdry. That's why you say
I know.
complimentary.
No, actually-
It's another word for free.
No, wait. Actually, what Rita means, it's totally free to get in.
It is, but it's alongside American Express. So
that's
now you understand the complimentary word.
Yes.
But it's definitely a fun show. We're on at 9 p.m. I think it's going to be beautiful under the Brooklyn Bridge. It's going to be stunning. And then for the whole weekend, everybody can come and down and watch the tennis if you're a tennis fan. So it's going to be a great, great day.
This is the 4th time they've done this, by the way.
Oh. Well,
Did you know that?
when I do things, I pretend like it's the first
It's
time.
the very- yeah.
It's the first and only time.
The other ones don't count. So that's tonight, by the way.
Yes.
It's a free Brooklyn concert. Wimbledon's The Hill in New York returns. It's happening at it's Brooklyn Bridge Park, as you described.
Yes.
So it's tonight. Okay, so let's check off the list of things that Rita's doing.
Elvis, you look great.
I do. Well,
Yeah.
I do. No, I don't.
That is a good answer.
Oh, no, my hair's
I love it.
I do.
my hair's falling out. My tits are sagging. It's
Oh,
not good.
honey, me too.
You'll be here one day.
Oh, me too.
Okay, so
Feels
let's talk
great.
let's go backward a month to
Yes.
the beginning of June.
Oh my gosh, yes.
When you released Heat, the song we're about to play in a few moments, you actually released this on the same day you did World Pride, if I recall.
I did, because I do everything for the gays. So basically, the story of my life is if there's a pride, I'll be there.
Right.
And I just thought it would make complete sense to put out my new single, which is part of a bigger project, album also coming out later on, I would say, in not this, I can't say exactly when, but it's coming.
Okay.
And-
So wait, stop there. We're up to 3 projects. We're doing the concert
sorry.
tonight. We're doing Heat, the single, and then the new single into the new album. So we're up to 3.
Okay, so just wait, because there's more.
Okay.
So yeah, no, the single was a good time to put out because it was during a heat wave, which was really convenient, and it was just a feeler to really connect people to the energy of the album. And this next single, it's definitely very sort of different for me, and I'm really excited for it to come out.
Okay. Is it a ballad?
No, actually, it's more of a
Waltz?
no, but that kind of feels like the right tempo, actually.
Okay.
If you can kind of imagine a poppy version of a waltz.
Mid-tempo. I'm ready for it.
But it's really interesting, and I hope that people really see a different side of me. But I'm very looking forward to this record, actually.
The thing I love about Heat, it's about your heat is on me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I started thinking about all the other things that you could put on someone. I could put my heat on you.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people put their stank on you.
Yes.
You know? I've got a grip on you.
Or like bad juju.
Yeah, bad juju.
We don't like bad
No.
juju, but this song is strictly about sweat and sunlight and a golden sort of cover all over your body. And the album isn't all based off summer, but I just felt like heat and it coming out in the summer made complete sense. And it's very sexy.
Okay. And Troye Sivan had something to do with this as
And
well?
Troye Sivan co-wrote this with Leland, and he's a great friend of mine. And I just really was inspired by their energy of feeling super unapologetic about their sexuality. And I loved that. And what it means to exist like as a pop star now in my kind of mid-30s and how I have grown and matured. I've been doing this now for over a decade. And there's not a lot of artists that can say they've had many lifetimes in a career, especially nowadays. And so I just feel so lucky, grateful, but also really proud that I get to still be here and do what I do.
And we're so grateful to be able to have a 50-yard line seat to watch you do that. And so that's why if you ever come to New York and you don't come see us, I will find you.
I know. But I actually think you are a big part of my journey, you know, a big part of my growth. Yeah, as a person, as an artist, helping me get out there, especially here in America. And, you know, I'm so grateful for all the support I've had from specific, you know, DJs and radio stations, because I don't forget those things, and I just don't think I ever will. So thank you.
I love that.
Oh, that's so nice.
So sweet. And I know you're doing a million things, and I've
Yes.
seen you in 100 different stories right now. Great ones. And so many that I'm like, I need to ask her about that when she comes in.
Tell me.
Specifically, I don't even know where to start because
I
there
know.
are three. There are three I want to do. But you said
We have
something
time.
that I think a lot of people would be so jealous of, that Beyonce was once your protector.
Yes.
Because there was a rumor when that Lemonade album
I
came
know,
out
I know, yeah.
that you were Becky with the good hair.
I mean, a lot of other people were, I think,
Right.
named Becky with a good hair.
Is Jay-Z good
I
in
think it
bed?
went down, right? Elvis, only you can ask me those questions.
I just wanted to know.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, when I mentioned it previously with a friend of mine, I was doing a podcast. It's definitely the first time I felt like, oh, okay, this is what it feels like to be like a famous person under some real heavy light, you know? But I was protected, as I said previously, by Beyonce. And I think that it's really interesting. That was the first time I experienced something that crazy, for sure.
And on a massive level, because those Beehive people, they will come to stay
Yeah, I
with
know.
no knowledge of
but it
what's
was
actually going
always
on.
love, and they brought me into the game. You know, they really found me when I was 18, and I love them forever as family. And, you know, they always check on me.
Never messed with the Beehive people, but
I am a beehive. I am one of them, by the way.
Okay, you know who's more dangerous? The BTS people.
Oh, yeah, really?
The army.
The Purple Army, is that it?
Yeah,
No,
the
BTS Army do not
Really?
mess.
Oh, no.
They do so much for those boys.
I'm
for
a huge
BTS.
fan.
They
Oh,
really
good.
do.
You said the right thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll find you and they'll
I
kill
feel
you.
like I have no other choice.
Oh, my geez.
Can I ask a Descendants question?
Oh, please.
So I know you have another movie on the way.
Yes.
Has your life changed at all with maybe the younger generation since you've been the Queen of Hearts and Descendants?
I have 5-year-old fans. It's amazing. Like, I go to restaurants and these kids run up to me and they're like, off with his head. And I'm like, oh, you're a Queen of Hearts kind of gal.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, no, it's so completely fun. I mean, it's really changed. And again, that's kind of what makes me want to do music still, because it's almost like I'm reintroducing myself now to a whole new fan base, you know? And I think, like, I want to give people inspiration that you have lots of different lives that you can live in a creative entertainment industry. You just have to be willing to, like, put yourself out there. And to do this, like, villainy role, it wasn't on my cards, but when I got offered, and I just thought, why wouldn't I do this? I love RuPaul's Drag Race. It's all the inspiration behind the Queen of Hearts for me. It was all based off drag and that incredible kind of drama that comes with the show. And I took so much inspiration. It was a great challenge to do something different.
It's about moments as well.
Yeah.
You can create, Rita, as you so well do, you can create the vibe, the feeling, showing your pride for a group of people, and it makes people think about the whole global aspect of it.
Yes.
But the moments, when that little 5-year-old sees you as the Queen of Hearts, there's that moment they'll never forget for the rest of their lives.
I know.
When you go out on the stage at World Pride, there's that moment when you walked out on stage, everyone watching that was like, that's that moment. Those little blips in time that are so important forevermore.
And that day I did Washington, it was a Washington World Pride, the music cut out because it overheated all the machinery. It was like completely everything just died. And I just sang it all a cappella. And you know what? They showed up for me and everybody was like cheering me on. And it was actually it turned out for the best. And I'm really happy I was able to sing it live because the mic is always on, honey.
Yes, it is. We learned it the hard way.
And the cameras. Always
You know, and
watching.
I'm sure this is not the first time in performance something has gone awry. That initial feeling must be, okay, just keep going.
It's just when you rely on talent, you know, you have to really be like, okay, cool, let's go back to the drawing board and connect with these people. We have nothing to fall back on. And I think that's kind of one of the main reasons. I don't want to like blow anything up myself, but like I do believe in my talent, and I think that sometimes you have to be able to just rely on that.
I want to move to this for a second.
Oh wait, New Descendants is coming out. We've done that now. Okay, let's.
No, wait, New Descendants is coming out. Do we have a date?
No, I can't say that. Disney. Disney.
How do you even keep dates straight? Of what's coming out when?
She says I can't tell you because she doesn't know.
No, Disney will. It's a very lipped down machine. So we'll see. They'll announce it soon, I'm sure.
An interesting moment is occurring probably very soon on Netflix with Building the Band with Liam Payne in that as a guest judge, I believe, or a consultant. Whatever
I know
he is.
about that show. Actually, they asked me to do it.
You know what? But seeing Liam again, I know so many of Liam's fans are so excited to see him on this show. It's going to be very surreal. Are you going to think about watching it or seeing what it's all about?
I 100% will watch it. That's a really great friend of mine. I still sort of feel him anyway, so it's fine. I mean, I have the last song that I think we did together as a duo, and I sing it all the time, and it just feels like he's just right there. And we always do like a cute little moment of a photo of him, and it feels fantastic to just feel like he's still around through music like that. That's why music is so powerful. Like it really does bring back a person, a memory, a feeling. I don't know. And so, yeah, I have this incredible memory with him, with For You, our song together. And yeah, I'll always have that.
Go ahead.
So the first one premiered this week.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
And Nicole Scherzinger was talking about being there with him, and she said his family was there with him. So it was like the most surreal thing. Like after the fact,
is she on the show too?
I think she is on the show
yeah, no,
too.
she's definitely.
I need to watch it. Sorry, I haven't seen it yet.
They asked the family's permission to actually show it because they wanted to make sure they were okay.
What, to have him on the show?
Yeah, well, after he passed, to
right,
make sure
of
they went
course.
ahead with showing it. So yeah.
And I think what's great about this, it's a very positive piece of positive energy.
Yes.
Is what are we doing, each and every one of us? What are we doing in our lives as we affect other lives? So if and when a refrigerator falls out a window and takes us out, we're still there. You know what vibrations will still be here after we're gone. And I think that's what
I have goosebumps.
Well, every morning, Rita, when you wake up, it's like, what am I going to do today to be here forever?
Right. But also just to make a memory for yourself.
Absolutely.
It's also kind of like you don't want to over exhaust your limits, and you are enough. And I think at some point you need to just make sure you make yourself happy, whatever that means, even if it's just getting up and getting out of bed, or if it's like going for a walk and feeling the air and all of that, so definitely I'm more of a spiritual, and I believe in, in faith and all of that. And so I have my own conversations at times, and I love them. Like, with my friends and my people in my brain.
I have those too sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I do that in front of other people. They're like,
yes, you do.
Is he on his earpod? Is he talking to someone? And you know what? And I'll say this about you. When Rita Ora comes in and does an interview and a conversation with us, when you leave the room, the vibration is still here. And there are only a handful of people that we've talked to in this room that are able to do that. So,
well, your heat is on me, and I'm going to keep my heat on you, honey.
Have you thought about the legacy you're leaving? I mean,
that's
I know
such
we're
a good
talking a lot
question.
about death.
No. We're talking also about moments.
What do you think your legacy will be? It may be something you just really don't predetermine.
I've always been an open book. I don't know. I think for me, I can't exactly. I wish it can be that people feel like I'm their friend. Like I've always been the girl next door. I'm not here to sort of preach or teach people anyway. I just know from my own experience, I'm here to listen. I'm a great listener, a great friend, and I stick up for the ones that I love. So I hope I go away with this idea of she was always opinionated, confident, and supported what she believed in. I think that's all you can do, really.
Well, you're accomplishing this mission already.
That's exactly the vibe I would get from you. Somebody said, what's your idea of Rita Ora? That's what I would say.
Oh, thank you.
It's true, because you have gone through so many things, and you've come out of so many things, whether it was being in like musical prison for a short amount of time.
Yeah. That's a part of this record. It's so interesting you said that. I've been going through these sort of promo, I guess, interviews, and I've just been like, look, it has been tough. Like I've always felt like I've had to fight. A lot of artists, I think, feel the same way, but I felt like I always had to fight for my music or the support that I specifically needed, or there was a block, I had label problems, issues, and this and that. And I can still say I'm here. Like, it's crazy. I've got girls and artists that came out the same time as me, and they're not really doing as much, and I just am so. It's because I'm a survivor. Like, I've got crazy work ethic. I'm proud of how hard I work. Like, I don't get knocked down easily. And maybe because I'm Albanian. And I know New York has a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more on the gram how Albania they're saying, this is where you need to go. This is the next place you need to go.
I know. By the way,
crystal blue water is beautiful.
It's unbelievable.
Then why are we in New York? Let's go to Albania.
Let's go. Well, I mean, you do have half of the Albanian community in New York anyway.
That's cool. So, okay, you just sort of gave a list of the struggles that artists are going through, fighting for. Mm-hmm. And so as an artist listening to this right now going, okay, I have to fight. What am I fighting? What are the fights?
Great question. I think we see it now more than ever, which is so exciting. I just recently scrolled and I saw Kesha's got her album out and she's got her own label. And I was like, yes. And then I don't know her personally, but I love that. A great friend of mine, Ray, who I do know personally, that also is a British singer that fought for her music to come out. And now she's sort of at the Grammys and working with Mark Ronson. And it's like, you actually get to realize that the system is not the same as it used to be, which is exciting for people if they have internet access. It's about communicating, putting yourself out there, having open conversations with people to get to know you as a person. I think now more than ever, being a brand, being a 360 is like so important. But I've had that mindset since like 2012. Like, I've been doing fashion and TV and film and everything like before I would say that we had these platforms. So I'm now kind of doing the reverse of trying to sort of focus my audience into one direction with my music at the moment. But needless to say, don't limit yourself. That's kind of my advice.
That's very, very broad stroke. What do you mean, don't limit yourself?
If
Give us an example of limiting yourself as an artist.
So if you can have a conversation, have that conversation, put a video out of speaking to people and followers. If you have opinions, speak those opinions. It's also to do with persona, character, charisma, and of course talent first and foremost. But if you have the ability to speak to people, I do believe that connection is priceless.
Wow.
There you go.
Love
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you speak to people very well.
Thank you.
No, it's great. I saw that you were the one who proposed to your husband.
Oh, yeah.
And when I tell you, I love that so much, because how many people do we know who are like, I'm in love, but I'm just waiting for him to pop the question.
It's crazy.
Why are you going to wait?
It just picked up so much. By the way, I did this 3.5 years ago, guys. Like, the fact that people are just now talking about it, I'm like, hello. I literally don't see a big deal. Honestly, I feel like people think it's so unusual now, but I just feel like we should make it a more normalized thing. If you love somebody, whether it's from the male's perspective or female, I know there's traditions. I did grow up with morals, et cetera, but I do believe in also trying to make your future a reality when you have the power to do that, right? So I just didn't think that much about it. So I just was like, I want to lock him down and let's just see what he says.
Wait, do you think he would have done it soon if you hadn't done it then?
I mean, he's only human.
It was coming.
Yeah, there's that.
No, I hope he would have. I don't know.
You gotta ask.
I should ask.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't think about it. I just knew I wanted it to happen, and he was like, what are you doing? Get up. I was like, okay.
Wasn't what you were envisioning happening.
Yeah, he was like, you're weird. Get up. Yes. Okay. Get up. It's weird.
It's the same thing with Alex and me. We're two guys.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
traditionally,
Oh, right.
what do we do? You do it. Yeah, you do it.
Oh,
and it
that's
turned into it.
You both do it at the same time.
That
3,
turned-
2, 1. Imagine.
There
That's
we
funny.
go.
Did you give him an engagement gift? Because I gave my
did.
husband a computer for our engagement.
That's nice.
gift. Yeah, he
Romance.
wanted a new computer. So that's what I got.
Practical. Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We still just do just wedding gifts. We don't do sort of the engagement process. Like, are you supposed to?
That's what I had heard, that you give an engagement gift because we get the ring.
I love
well,
that.
maybe not in your case because it was the.
Did you give him a ring?
No, I made myself one.
Hell yeah.
That's even better.
But then obviously the wedding, he got me an incredible ring. So
Like, these are the good things we talk about all the time. If you wait for the moment to be right, you could spend your whole life just waiting on things. And you could die tomorrow. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
So if you want something, make it happen.
yes, and I do think that comes with conversations. Like, I know some people aren't as confident or, don't believe in themselves that much, but it really is out of your control. If you can't control it anyway, then what is the point on dwelling on it? you know?
Amen.
Yeah.
So you're going out to Fire Island this weekend?
Oh, how do you know? Did I tell you? Is there like a whispering in the Fire Island community?
They're all talking about it. They're buzzing. Are you going to Cherry Grove or the Pines? Which one are you going to?
Pines.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never been, but everybody's telling me to just buckle up.
I hope you get out alive.
Right.
Wow.
Really?
We have so much fun.
Are you performing or just going to
No,
play?
I'm performing and I'm going to go and get my best life, and it's in the afternoon. I love a good day drinking, and then I'm just going to sort of potentially pass out, and because I'm off on Sunday, so I'm going to really go for it.
You're going to love it.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
I've been out there many times.
Really, is it fun?
Yeah, it is fun.
Can
From what I recall.
But everyone tells me it's literally a game changer, so I'm really excited.
It is. It puts the gay in Game Changer. You're going to love it.
Oh.
So, okay, before you leave, this album is coming out at some point soon, I'm assuming.
I tell you everything.
What's going on? You don't have to give us a date. That's cool. But what's going on in this album? From your point of view, when we listen to it, we may hear something totally different. But from your point of view,
You know when you drink a really cold drink and you get a brain freeze? Mm-hmm. It's that.
is that good?
Yeah, and bad, which is
okay.
what I love. I wanted people to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Let's not use the word bad because that's negative. Just let's say uncomfortable. I wanted people to feel like, I wanted it to have that feeling of like, what's that? Okay, I get it. So, I think that there's an essence of definitely different production, incredible, challenging kind of vocal ability. Like I'm not sort of blasting as much vocally. I'm way more talking, using my accent. I feel like I'm whispering in your ear. There's way more intimacy. I'm celebrating my sexuality as a woman. I'm feeling kind of in my body. My last album called You and I was really inspired by my relationship. I got married around that period, blah, 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 blah. Boring stuff now. And I just wanted to feel really in my skin. And that's what this album is about. It's about that.
And it's coming out sometime.
It will be out probably near the foreseeing future.
I hate you.
No, because when I do my announcement, everyone guess where I'll be.
Okay, you're right.
Right here.
Okay.
I said it tonight. I was like, hey, by the way, I'm coming back because I have an album coming out and I've got the film coming out. Maybe Descendants will be coming back. So, you'll see me probably in a couple of weeks.
Okay. We'll be right here. It may come out tomorrow. But tonight is the night. Of course, it's Wimbledon. What's that thing called? The Hill in New York. It's under the Brooklyn Bridge. And, of course, it's complimentary.
Oh my gosh.
Not for Rita Ora,
Yes,
but for you.
but it's free. Please come down and if you have some time in your evening, come and watch. It's a great show. Buckle up. We're going to have some fun. And if you haven't seen me before, please come and watch. It's an experience.
Excellent. We always love when Rita Ora is
Thank
here.
you. Love you guys.
Gotta play Heat.
Please.
This is Heat. Rita Ora, everybody.
Thank you.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.